Hey, this is how I see it. We should play this game for life.
What game?
Mackin Hangin.
Welcome back to the Mackin Hangin Podcast. This is episode 8. I'm your host, Trey, and I'm still here with some of my friends, Nigel, Dre,
get him, Dre,
and Rico.
What up, though?
And as you know, all our intro is pretty much the same every fucking episode and shit. But this is actually a special episode because it was my man's baby shower.
Yo,
My nigga.
Lady. That shit was stressful as shit. So I understand why people get like party planners for everything. That shit was like too damn fucking stressful. I would rather have paid somebody $300 to plan this whole shit for me because I'd never ever do this shit ever again.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a dope ass time though. I enjoyed that shit.
No, yeah, it was dope, but that shit was stressful planning and shit. I spent so much fucking money, but it's kind of worth it because I got mad gifts.
Yeah, it was surreal though when I was like buying the baby shit. I'm just like, damn.
Hey, yo, quick question.
Actually, hold on. Wait, what? What you about to say, bro?
Before you go into all of that shit, right? So, quick question, G and shit. I've been wanting to ask this to somebody who can answer this shit honestly to me and shit.
Yes, sir.
So, all the money you spent, is it the same? Oh, you fucking me up, Trey.
My bad.
All the money you spent for the actual baby shower, would it have equaled out to the fucking gifts that you received and shit?
Probably not, but it's not off too much.
Okay, so you got more gifts than money that you spent.
Oh,
ideally. Okay, all right. So it was worth it and shit technically.
Yeah, but I'm saying
by about $30.
But I'm saying the stressful, yeah, about like $30, probably like $130. But I'm saying leading up to that shit, I mean, like when it happened, you were like, God damn, about time this shit's over with. Because when I was leaving, I was like, God damn.
Yeah, that shit looks stressful as hell.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Well, obviously, I don't have a kid, but I would like to assume that even though it might not equal up to the amount of shit that he paid for, I think shit like that you probably feeling on the back end where it's finally like a lot of that expensive baby shit you probably don't gotta buy and shit.
Yeah. Somebody gave him what, like 800 baby wipes or something?
Oh hell yeah! So we're gonna be good for at least a whole year. Yeah. I'm hoping, but I'm just guessing.
Oh yeah, you got mad baby wipes.
Yeah. And if you think about the actual cost to like what you spent times whatever everyone else what you would have spent if you didn't have that shit, like on all of the utensils and supplies and all that shit.
Yeah,
you would have probably spent like $3,000.
Oh, fact, I'll say the gifts probably outweigh how much we spent for everything.
Hell
most
yeah.
definitely.
But no, what I was saying before, I was really interrupted by Dre. When I was buying a baby shit, I was like, damn, Najee actually finna be a fucking dad. This shit is insane and shit.
Facts.
I damn near was crying when I was buying that damb baby bag and shit.
Yeah, you should have called me. I would have cried with you, my G.
I said, can I get that brown one?
Yo, it's crazy because I was talking to my mother the other day and I was like, damn, I really don't feel like an adult yet and shit. I probably feel more like an adult when like the baby get here and then when my girl finally move in with me. So I'm like, damn, I still feel like a fucking 17-year-old and shit.
No, I'm gonna keep that shit real, yo. I wasn't crying at all. And so I was like, I'm finna dress and shot this motherfucking baby. I can't wait for this baby to come.
Nah, I mean, you ain't got love for us like that, G.
Nah,
I don't love you niggas.
Well, I mean, I seen this nigga Nice when he was a toddler and shit.
Yeah, I remember when Trey had wingworms and shit. I still stuck around.
And I remember when Najee, he was like, I just learned how to walk. I said, I don't give no fuck, nigga. I just learned how to read and shit. But nah, so I'm saying, to transition to our next topic, the teachings that we got from our parents and like how none of those teachings that we learned actually help us do anything.
Some of them did, but a lot of that shit was bullshit.
I won't say none of them. Yeah, I will say a lot of the stuff that we learned is like,
some dumbass shit.
It was just dumb as hell. So, are there any lessons that you will, pass down to your kid? There aren't any lessons you're like, oh hell no, I'm not doing that shit at all. Then this is an idea. Shit.
Damn, I'm trying to think because I was just thinking about that shit and that shit just went the fuck out of my head. Damn, what the my mom? This shit was recently. She said some shit. I was like, yo, you're wrong as fuck. I can't remember what the fuck it was. Someone go next. I don't know. Can't think of it right now.
What about you, Jay? What was something that you thought was like true until you got older? You was like, what the hell? That was the dumbest shit I ever learned. This shit.
I don't know.
Step on the crack, you break up. He's like, should we avoid all these cracks?
Nah, I got a good one. I hated to hear my mom and them say eat black eyed peas on New Year's Eve for good luck or some goofy ass shit
and
like
they throw
that.
salt over
Yeah, or motherfuckers throwing
bullshit.
salt over their back. Like, what kind of dumb ass shit is this? I didn't get good luck. I actually had a terrible year and shit.
Like these nasty ass black eyed
I had
peas.
an awful ass year.
He said, hold on, baby. I'm eating a whole bowl of black eyed peas now. Trying to get my luck up there.
I hated that shit like a motherfucker.
Credit score went down as soon as you finished that bowl. How the fuck get to 550?
Nah, I know another thing. My mom and them really didn't give me the gems on how to correctly spend my money and shit.
Oh, facts.
You know
My mother, she's just now getting good at money now and shit.
Yeah, my money handling was like super trash.
Hell yeah.
For a long ass time. Actually, until I got with my wife and shit. I was definitely on some, the fuck I'm finna buy whatever the fuck I want to. I get paid again. So.
Hell, facts.
Shit.
But I would say my mom was on my ass though, like back when I was working, like to save my money and all that shit. So I would say she was trying to tell me that shit and I was just not listening to shit. Cause my mom was trying to instill like responsibility at an early ass age. Remember I was paying like the light bill at like 12 and shit.
Yeah, but I hated that shit though. When I had my first job, when I had to give my mom money on my check every month.
Hey, I was pissed as
I ain't
fuck.
gonna hold you. I hated that shit so fucking much.
Bro, I used to tell y'all all the damn stories like, yo, my mom had me paying so much shit.
Oh yeah.
But cause I used to do dumb shit. Like I was making above minimum wage and I was like sophomore in high school. So me, I'm thinking, hey, I'm getting paid all this bread. Maybe I should get DirecTV in my room. So I decided to get DirecTV in my room, but mind you, the regular every other TV in the house has had basic TV. My room, I was hooked up to the maximum and shit. And then not only did I did that, I was like, I don't want nobody watching this shit either. So I got a lock on my door and shit. And then my mom was just like, he was looking at me crazy as hell. She's like, this nigga got some damn nerve. What the fuck you put locks on his door? DirecTV, I'm just imagining a 15-year-old just walking in like, don't nobody go in my room and watch any TV and shit. It's my shit. I'll pay the bill because I was only paying for that shit.
Yo, did you have Wi-Fi in or internet just in your room too?
Nah, I had just the cable.
Oh, just a cable, yeah.
But then my mom one day, she had fucking like, turned off my lights and shit. She was like, either you gotta pay some shit since you think you.
Yo, but I never understood that when I was. I think that's what I was talking to my mother about. I'm like, yo, why were you having me? My checks be like $200, and I got to give you $60 every time I get paid and shit.
But if you think about it, I see exactly why they.
I do too.
Because like,
I still don't.
Think about it. Without that lesson, you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even have the experience of what it's like to pay bills.
What are you talking about? But I'm saying I still didn't until I moved out on my own.
But you got a taste of it a little. You got a little bit of taste of like how it feels to like not have your whole check available to you.
No, but I'm saying I was paying my phone bill.
Yeah. Well, just additional bills.
No, because I'm like, yo, how are you making me? I wasn't paying bills before. I lived in this house my whole damn life. Now I gotta pay bills.
Nah, I get what you're saying. I got that taste and
but
shit.
That didn't teach me nothing. I knew it's common sense to pay your own bills.
But it taught me a lesson.
It humbled. I mean,
ain't no such thing as a free check and shit.
Facts. It taught you that, and it also taught you like, it just kind of humbles you to like, yo, you could be thinking you're doing all this extra shit, and then like, hell no, there's always gonna be somebody to tell you where you like you're not the king of the world like now. You know what I mean? Like it kind of gave you that moment.
That shit definitely put me above. Well, y'all was there with me, but that shit had me feeling like I was over a lot of other people and shit. Because a lot of other kids like my age, their parents wasn't making them like do the shit that I was doing. Like I was with you, Trey. Like I was paying rent, light bills, like putting groceries in the house and shit. Like reality was like real. And this one, I was still staying with my mom and shit. It was just like, God damn and shit.
What about your eyes?
Hold on, wait before you get to him. I remember when my mother, she tried to cross the line one time. She said, "We got to put the light bills in your name." That's what I was like. Nope, I ain't doing that shit. You know how your mother be like, "Oh, I'm about to kick you out if you don't do this." I'm like, "Yo, I'll go live with my father. I don't care. I'm not putting that shit in my name."
Hey, that's a good stereotype too. Sorry, Dre. Parents putting stuff in their kids' names and shit.
Hell yeah.
That's some fucked up shit, dog.
No, but had that ever happened to you, Dre, where like you was paying bills at a young ass age and shit? Like your mom had you like paying a light bill or like the rent and some shit.
Hell no, mama loved me and shit. No. See, I didn't start like helping out with the bills until after like I actually started working and shit,
Right.
and I kind of like seen how hard my mom was working and shit. And when I did start helping, it was because I wanted to, not because I had to.
Yeah.
Because like my mom worked hard as fuck to support me and my little brothers and sisters and shit.
No, but I understand that, y'all. It's a lot of people in the house, but it was just me and my mother and shit.
Yeah, no. Again, I said my mother loved me and shit. So, but I was
Hell no.
where I was going with that
Why
was
did you move out yet? I'm a little kid.
But yeah, no, I ain't never had none of that. Like I said, when I started helping out, it's because I wanted to, because I feel like I needed to.
Hell,
Yeah, and I was the oldest boy.
I didn't need to. I think my mom was doing cocaine with my fucking money and shit. She's doing something. I was like, what the hell? Our light bills, our light's still low. What happened to that $60 I gave you?
I used that for the other phone bill. Nah, but yeah, I mean, and what we're talking about is like lessons that our parents try to teach us that either didn't work or we just didn't feel like we will pass it on. But I would say, I think I will try to follow, because it's some shit that I will follow. You know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely beat my kid's ass. That shit worked.
Oh, absolutely.
Those ass whooping work like hell on my
I ain't really get whoopings like that, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
I got beats.
I was just gonna say, I didn't get ass whoopings. I got fist fights and shit.
Hey, I was getting beat like a fucking, like a damn slave and shit.
My mom down there threw some boxing gloves on and told me, let's go and shit. I was like, God damn. I remember one time I was playing bad in school and shit, and I came home and shit. She was like real coy about it and shit. I go in there, I go take me a bath and shit.
But he's eating a round cake in a tub and shit.
This the worst ass whooping I ever got. I got my ass whooped out the tub all the way into my bed and shit.
That shit happened to me before too. That's the worst pain because nobody still wear this shit.
That shit would sound like lightning was in the house.
He was fucking getting abused. Like, fuck. Report that shit.
I for sure thought everything was cool and shit. She beat the hell out of me and shit.
I probably most definitely, yeah, I'm gonna knock my kid head off if we do some wild shit. It's like that little boy that was at the at my baby shower. I would have knocked his head clean the fuck off.
Oh, your little dog was bad as fuck.
Yeah, but no, I would say my mother, my mother let me get away with a lot of shit because it was easy to hide shit from her because I was like clever as hell with my shit. Like when we was getting badass report cards,
hell yeah.
that nigga Trey, he was being on punishment. I would just send my report cards to my grandmother's house and shit.
No. I just try to be slick and like throw my report card down the sewer. Like shit, I don't know when they gonna send those. They ain't sent them out in like 2 years now.
When I got older, I stopped getting. I mean, when I got like the age like maybe 10 or 11, my mom just stopped whooping my ass and just was like, all right, my little nigga, it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm just fortunate enough that I turned out to be a decent kid.
Oh hell no, I was still getting whoopers at that age.
Nah.
Next time I was down there 13.
My mom just got tired of whooping my ass.
I was
and
getting
shit.
my ass whooped. I was tall as hell getting my ass whooped. I remember one time on mine, she was like, I was getting ready to get my ass whooped, but I was so fucking like tall. She was like, all right, get the fuck out of my room.
No, I think that's what happened. I think it was like a turning point in my mom. She was like whooping my ass one day, and I was just yawning and shit. she punched me in the chest. I was just like, "Is you done yet?" and shit. Like my exact words. She looked at me like, "What the fuck?" And then after that,
is you done?
and then after that, the ass whoopings just ceased and shit. She was trying to get creative and shit. She's trying to make me hold books and all kind of shit. I'm like,
she's trying to make sure she got the damn pain out. She wanted your ass to know that shit hurt and shit.
Man, I stopped getting whoopings like when I was like 8 years old and shit, yo.
Nah, my mom, she ain't play that shit.
Now I got mad whoopings, but but yeah, but nah, I ain't gonna say I didn't deserve a bunch of them hoes and shit. I actually kind of preferred the whoopings over them stern ass talks and shit.
Facts.
Like when you tell me you disappointed in some shit I did, nigga,
hell yeah,
like, you couldn't just whoop me, fam. Let me go outside.
I ain't never cared. My mom told me she disappointed me. I'm like, so I'm disappointed in you too. Yo, they got that same energy for you, my guy.
He said we both can do better.
Yeah, like, I can do a little better. You can do 1,000 times better, though. I'm alright. You still fucked up. I got time to grow and shit.
Nah, yeah, that shit's wild as hell and shit. But nah, I mean, I would get whoopings, and my mom would still just do the double on my ass. Like, not only getting a whooping, your ass getting no punishment too.
You gotta understand, if you whoop me, nigga,
that's where I was at, Dre. Like, listen,
my mom ain't getting no fuck.
Which one you gonna do? Because if you give me the option, I'm just gonna take the ass whooping and go on about my business.
Sometimes I would have the choice between the ass whooping and punishment, but sometimes if it was a fucked up enough offense and shit, like I remember one time my brother was skipping school to play Madden and shit. and in the process of skipping school to play Madden, we was playing basketball in the house and busted a window in accident and shit.
Oh shit!
Like, oh, Kobe! And that shit bounced off the wall and bounced out the window. I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get my ass towed the fuck up and shit. So I started doing push-ups like a motherfucker. Just to let you know, those push-ups didn't work at all.
What was the push-ups for? Like, what did you think the push-ups
I thought I was gonna strengthen my ass muscles and shit. They ain't doing damn thing. That shit was just hurting like hell and shit.
Oh,
I said, I hate this house. I'm getting out.
Oh, yo, niggas.
Y'all niggas ever ran away?
I ran away mad times and shit.
I hate this house. Gotta go.
Hell yeah.
Where the fuck was he gonna go and shit?
Nah, I remember one time I ran my mother like this. I think I was like 8 or some shit. She had whooped me and shit. So I was like, I'm about to leave. So I had left. The people across the street, they was going to church or whatever. I really think they was going to foster parents. But I went, well, I'm about to go live with them and shit. Then I did my mama call, and then they sent me back home. My mama gave me another whooping like fuck. So, yeah,
I don't think I ever want to run away from home.
Yeah,
shit.
I always used to tell my brother. I would never tell my, because my mom, it was like, you can even like feel like she's gonna talk back. So I would tell my brother, like, I fucking hate this house, man. You hate this house too, huh? Like, yep, I do. And we had both got our ass whooped, so it was somebody that just complained with it.
Oh no. I remember one time, my mom had just whooped my ass, right? She was halfway down the stairs, and I was whimpering. I was like, I'm gonna call my daddy. She ran back up the stairs and uppercut the fuck out of me.
I'm gonna call my
She
daddy.
uppercut me. She like, now call your daddy, nigga. I was
is
mad as hell.
Is that what you do with your wife when she be beating your ass?
I'm finna call her now, G. Nice. I don't get no fuck. But nah. So yeah, I guess we were talking about passing. I'm trying to figure out what the topic was. We was talking about like shit we would do that our parents did that we wouldn't do. But speaking on parents, and kind of leaving from the baby shower and everything, but like actually meeting your girlfriend's parents or meeting her family. How do you like what's the strategy or how do you survive like leaving or giving off a good impression for the parents, or do you even care to leave off a good impression to the parents about you and their daughters?
Nigga, I never cared. I never cared at all. I just be myself, the 100%.
Yeah, I wouldn't give two fucks.
Not at all.
And shit.
Like, they don't like me, fuck them. I don't like them either.
They don't matter.
That's what's up. How about you, Rico?
I'm 50-50. It depends on the relationship with my girl and shit. Like if it was just one of the relationships where I feel like it was going nowhere, I definitely wouldn't have gave a fucking shit. Right. But I got fortunate enough that my father-in-law and my mother-in-law fuck with me like super hard and shit. Yeah. I got a relationship outside my girl with both of them and shit, so I got lucky.
Yeah. Gay. That's so gay.
I feel like you lying. So you telling me if you and your wife wasn't married, you and her daddy be going fishing and shit?
Probably so.
No,
I ain't lying. This shit.
He might be dead ass.
No, I'm for real and shit. My father-in-law, unlike y'all niggas, I actually got a real relationship with my father-in-law. Like, I talk to my father-in-law like down there every day and shit, or every other. Yeah. I talk to my father-in-law down there more than I talk to my regular dad and shit.
Damn, Rico, that shit's sad,
Rico, I'm finna go pumpkin picking. You wanna come?
Nah, he
like, sure, daddy. I'll go with you, daddy.
My daddy did mad. My father-in-law did mad shit for us and shit. That nigga got us. He got us when we first moved in and shit. He got us the lawnmower that we needed and shit. He got us a snowblower. All of that shit.
You got y'all snowblower. That shit, I would appreciate that.
Yeah, dog got us a snowblower, all kind of shit.
Shout out to him.
No, and I would say, I would probably agree with Rico though, because to me, it depends on like if you got a wife or like somebody you're super serious with, it depends on their relationship with their family. Like if they hold, let's say their family has high value, or they hold like their dad's opinion and their mom's opinion like the gospel, you know what I mean? So like, cause like, you know, Ty, her, she's super like tight with her family and shit. So it's like getting their blessing or getting their like he's a good guy type.
Yeah, it means
deal.
a lot to her.
It means a lot. Like if you can't check that box off, then it's like in her mind she's
It's
not
over
going to
and
pursue
shit.
this shit.
But that has nothing to do with your opinion. That's her opinion. So what I'm saying is, so if you went and you kicked it with her family, and the family like, yo, I ain't really feeling this nigga, but she was still feeling you,
Right.
But she was like, hey, yo, my family don't really like you. Would you cut her off because exactly? So you don't care either. Now back to you, Rico. So if your wife, no, real nigga
But
shit.
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like,
but what you just explained was that she cares.
so, but she would
Not
cut it off.
you.
But she would cut it off. No, I'm saying I would care because I wouldn't want to lose her. So, like in my mind, if I know that is super valuable to her,
That's not what I'm saying.
I have to. Well, I would care because I would want her not to cut it off.
That's not what I said. What
So
I
would
said
care.
was, if she was still feeling you, but she was like, yo, my family don't like you and shit, but I still want to rock with you and shit. I'm just not gonna take you around these niggas. would that upset you?
Yeah, that wouldn't work for me and shit.
Yeah, I don't think. Only why I would say probably because like if
I wouldn't give a fuck, yo.
no, but only how I would say it wouldn't work because if she was still close with her family, but she said she didn't want to bring you around, then that means she wouldn't probably take y'all as serious. She would still rock with you on a
Again,
on a
you're
similar
making
level.
assumptions. I'm asking you specifically. How would you feel about that? Now, how she would feel about
But-
that? How would DeAndre?
Is this a trial?
Yes, nigga. How would you feel about it, yo?
Oh, if she said she's gonna still rock with me, but they ain't really fuck with me and shit.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, we're good.
Exactly.
I want to go buy a sandwich.
You
and
don't
shit.
care. So Rico, if same scenario, you and your wife was good. Y'all got married. Her parents was like, I mean, he cool, he make you happy, but he ain't our cup of tea. But your wife loves you and she wants to be with you. But she not gonna be around, bring you around the family because they don't really fuck with you like that. Are you still gonna be with your wife, or are you gonna be like, I don't think this gonna work because the family ain't with
I'm
you?
gonna clear that up for you right now because I'm married. When you marry that person, you marry their family as well.
Rico, can you please stop dancing around?
I'm not dancing around the question. I'm cleaning it up for you. and shit. I wouldn't have married. I would not have married. I wouldn't have married my wife if her family didn't like me and shit. Because at the end of the day, they an extension of me and shit. They now my family.
That's not what I'm asking you, Rico. Answer the question specifically to what I'm asking you.
Nigga.
If your wife, the person that you fell in love with and marry, if her family did not like you, would y'all stay married? Yes or no?
Nope.
Wow.
We wouldn't be rocking.
That's sick.
Like in the family, yeah.
That's
I
sick as fuck.
couldn't. How is that sick, bro?
Nah.
I can't deal with you if your family don't like me.
What does that have to do with her love for you?
But
Everything.
What if
Literally nothing.
Hold on, but
Everything.
Hold on, but what if her loves like you know how like family can start like dictate like if
And
they
that's
start
exactly
giving
where
their
I was
ear and
finna go
shit,
with
like,
it.
start, like
That's
if they start
exactly where I was
every
finna
time
go
you do
with it.
something wrong, they always
They
give
gonna
them more
highlight that
pressure
shit.
to like get away from you and leave you and shit. You know what I mean? So let's say
So that's gonna stop
Like-
you from. That's gonna make you feel a certain way about her.
It would.
yeah, I mean, cause like
Oh.
the situation, like you know how like if y'all get into it and then they all just jump on your ass and shit.
I don't know.
Well, I'm saying if it does happen, and then like you and her get into it, she could hit up her family and they be like, leave him, do whatever. So you really don't have no allies on her family side at all and shit.
So
Yeah, that don't
What
matter.
you mean? That ain't no so. That's a
Because
no. I'm talking about.
but they're gonna always be on her side regardless.
But you don't. Not necessarily. You don't always need a so. And
But you
shit,
think
like,
a woman is gonna leave just because her family said leave?
No,
I didn't say that.
Because she's
Because
mad.
I didn't-
and then-
Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you are her family now.
Yeah.
Not to take away from her family before, but now the same way that her mama and her daddy is her family, y'all are this family now.
Yeah,
Right.
That's a secondary family.
yeah,
right
she gotta
about
put
that.
you.
So
She gotta put you.
And so your relationship trumps their opinion because this is y'all home.
Sometimes.
Fuck that.
No,
It was
Stop,
some.
my nigga.
It was
If
sometimes.
you my wife, nigga, that's what it is. It's us and then it's them.
Yeah, you
No,
are
that's
pretty much
real
over your
shit.
family
Yeah,
now since we're married.
Because that's your family now.
That's easier said. That's easier said than done for a lot of other people and shit. No,
I wish
seriously.
my wife would tell me, my daddy said he hates you and I should leave you. Hey, I ain't doing that.
Well, no,
Fuck your dad. Did your dad cheat on your mama?
No, and I'm saying,
Don't you got
Dre-
another kid?
But I'm saying Dre got a point in the marriage and shit. Like that's a great ass point for marriage. Like if y'all a union, y'all together in like marriage and shit, and they be like, "Yo, my family don't fuck with you, but you already married." Cool. But I'm saying about if y'all dating.
No, the only reason I brought that up was because of Rico's situation and his explanation for it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I brought that up. For your specific situation, that was I specifically asked you that question. And you answered it, yeah.
Like I said before, I got fortunate and shit. Like, I got fortunate that I married into a super cool, good family. And I got super fortunate that my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, like, fuck with me hard and shit.
You care way too much and shit.
Cause that's a real thing for me and shit. He wouldn't have
married his wife if their parents didn't like him. That's
because I'm a family-oriented person. Because I'm going to be honest with you. There's absolutely no way that my girl could tell me that she don't like my mom and shit.
That's nuts.
That's not...
My girl can tell me she don't like my mom. I'm like, shit, I don't like it sometimes either.
You can't tell me that you don't like... I can understand if you don't like my uncle, my brother, shit like that. You can't tell me that you don't like my mom and my dad and shit. Because that's shit that's important to me and shit. Those are like the two first important people in your life and shit. So you mean to tell me that you okay with a girl telling you that she don't fuck with your mom and shit? Or giving your mom like some kind of side eyes and shit?
If she's my wife,
I'm not saying your wife.
This is my family.
I'm saying your girl and shit.
No, my girl, that's something different.
Yeah, and that was my point and shit.
Yeah, my girl is something different. My girl is my girl. And at that point in time, like, because my ex, she didn't really, like, at first, they didn't really fuck with each other like that. My mama or her didn't really like each other like that. They eventually started to like each other because I was the mutual party.
Right.
So, ultimately, and again, I wouldn't have gave Nan fuck if she didn't like my mama. I don't care. I know how my mama act. My mama is an asshole. Like, that's the reason I'm an asshole. Listen, that's what it is. So, it is what it is. I'm going to love my mama. That's what matters. If I love you, I love you. That's what matters. You guys don't have to get along. I don't give a fuck about y'all liking each other.
Hey, what if I ain't like your mama though?
I don't care at all about
so
you.
So we still cool?
Oh, you love my mama though, so it don't matter and shit.
Shout out to mom.
Shout out to my dudes.
I'll fuck Dre up.
But he got little ass hands. What's the next topic and shit, Troy?
No, I mean, the next topic was still... we kind of went like on that whole tangent. We kind of covered like both of them because the other one was... receiving your girlfriend's family blessings, but I mean, if you saying you don't really care, but what if your girl said, for us to get to the next level, I need to receive I need my family to be okay with me talking to you, because if they say we not right, like if she said, hold up, okay, I'm saying if she say that when y'all first when y'all get together, she's like, here's what it is, I date whatever, and then I introduce them to my family, but I have to get their blessing for us to get, if we gonna get to that next level.
If her parents don't like me, then she gonna miss out on the blessing of Dre.
Facts,
her motherfucking fault.
You tell them, King.
her motherfucking fault.
Go ahead, King.
You know what I mean?
Go ahead, King.
Straight up. I'm not finna put on the facade for nobody.
Fuck out of here.
It's me at the end of the day.
Facts.
You either like me or you don't.
You know, women outnumber us, so it's more than
Yeah, straight up.
Facts.
So Naj, you agree too, Naj?
What was the question?
The same shit. Like, if your girl told you she had to receive her family blessings, would you like, how would you feel about her saying that? Like, would you try to receive the family blessing, or you'd be like, yo, I'm not gonna do no extra shit?
Oh, I was like, yo, alright, I'll do that shit. I knew been lying this whole time. Nigga been lying this whole damn time. Fuck out of here.
One thing I will say, if I try...
Oh, no, hold on, to cut you off. The blessings, I don't know if I'm trying to marry her.
Yeah, if you're trying to marry, cause you know how you gotta go to the dad and be like, hey, can you give me this blessing so I can ask your daughter for hand in marriage?
Oh no, if I'm a lie, I'll probably lie about it. I'll probably lie and say your father said it was cool, and then marry her. Yo, your father said you good money. Yo, we good. Let's go get married real quick. Hurry up.
That shit funny.
For this nigga fine.
For this nigga fine. But I'm gonna ask him. He said it's cool. He said don't text him.
That was against everything. He said don't text him.
And then I'm already knowing Rico answer. Like, you would try to get the blessing because you're a family.
Yeah, I mean, if I tried and they give me all kind of stank energy, then I'm off it and shit.
Nigga, you going bag for that.
Moving on to the next topic, and this is kind of going to wrap up the last part of the little, because we still was on like the Najee baby shower, I'm having a kid, talking to the family, all of this shit, hanging up his jerseys and all that shit. But let's say you seen your friend and he was on some bullshit, like he was a terrible father, or he was, terrible to his girlfriend, or he was just doing some like terrible shit with his kids, or some shit that you just didn't condone, but y'all was like ace boon coons and shit. Like, I seen Najee being a bad father to his son, or I seen Rico, put some tear down some stairs and shit. Like, what would you guys ever interject and try to like, give your homeboy some advice, even if he's not asking for that shit?
Fuck that advice.
I'm talking about not advice, but like advice and like trying to help him.
Nah, I'm letting him know he being a bitch ass nigga and shit. It ain't no time for advice and shit.
Me talk about how I'm raising my kid. I'm gonna bust y'all in y'all fucking face.
And what I'm saying, cause like not like some obvious shit. Like, yeah,
I'm giving that nigga all kind of strong energy.
I want to see this, cause what I'm saying is like, let's say.
Stop saying not use Dre.
All right, let's say Dre.
Use me.
Let's say Dre has a kid, right, and he's doing
Lil Dre Jr.
Lil Dre Jr.
DJ.
shit.
Lil DJ.
And let's say there's some issues that you hear about, like, Dre don't be want to pick his kid up from daycare and shit.
Yeah, right.
And you like, bro, y'all better call it Uber for that little nigga and shit. And then like Dre sometimes don't want to like cook all the time. He always making them hot dogs and shit.
Nigga, I was raised off hot dog.
But you hear those stories and shit, you gonna tell Dre like, yo, you a bitch ass nigga, or you gonna be like,
I'm a sitting down. Thankfully, I would hope that me and Dre got that kind of relationship where we can be open and honest about everything.
Yo, wait,
I
Dre.
don't like you that much and shit.
and he just contradicted. So he said, "I'm gonna call him a bitch ass." Like, that's
no,
what
wait. You didn't let me finish.
All right,
You didn't let me finish.
'Cause I'm about to swing on you.
I'm gonna fuck you up and shit. I said I'll sit down with him and have that conversation and shit. And if I ain't hearing what I think I should be hearing, I'm gonna call him a bitch ass nigga and shit.
And
like,
then explain to him why he's a bitch ass.
Yeah, like you can't be sitting right here eating Chick-fil-A and your kids eating hot dogs and shit like that.
But they don't even like Chick-fil-A.
And I just thought of
they like hot dogs.
But I actually thought of a real ass example of shit. You ever seen somebody who's like extra fly, like they fly as hell all the time.
All the time. That's on 12th Street.
And then like I'm saying their kids come in, they be like raggedy as hell.
That's on 12th Street.
Way on
That's on 12th Street.
Now,
every day.
If that was one of your homeboys,
12th Street, that's a Werford building in Milwaukee.
hold on.
Yeah.
So if that was one of your homeboys, they was doing everything else, but they was just fly. They said, "Fuck that, little nigga can wear some Goodwill shit. I don't give no fuck. I'm on a budget, man."
Nah, I'm giving that nigga strong energy too and shit. Your kid is a reflection of you and shit.
Facts.
Word. Yeah,
1,000%.
Real nigga shit, yo.
Hell yeah.
If my niggas can't tell me that I'm doing some fuck shit, they not my niggas.
Hell yeah.
Like that's one motherfucking guideline. Actually being a friend, actually be having like the good and the low conversations.
Hell yeah.
So Najee, if you do some fuck shit, I'm gonna tell you doing some fuck shit. So be ready to throw them hands so fast.
No, get ready to see if you can dodge a fucking uppercut, nigga. Cause I'm like, word, come here, come sit with me and tell me this shit. I'm gonna put him to sleep and make him fall asleep.
Nah, we all been friends long enough where we can get that kind of that pep talk to niggas and shit. Like,
facts.
Now, I can't say that it'll go well for other niggas. Other niggas might catch that uppercut from Nige and shit. But us as a collective and shit, we've been friends so long where we can have that kind of conversation with each other. Like, all right, my nigga, like you kind of wilding and shit like that.
Cause
like,
real nigga, dog, like I'm gonna probably speak my piece a couple times. And then I will disconnect from your ass and shit, like yo, cause I can't be cool with a nigga that's gonna downplay like either his family or his baby.
It's character flaws. Like I always say, if I see somebody with any type of character issue, if you reveal that to me at some point in our friendship or, whatever, if I see that early on, I don't even care if it's to somebody else. If you do some like fuck shit to somebody, I'm just like, all right, this nigga got a flaw that's like, it'll fuck around and,
and destroy a friendship.
Yeah, and that'll just show you like who he really is. So certain people that I
that's funny you say that because I just had some strong energy my way this week over
biscuit and shit.
No, poor ass nigga.
You had to draw it. I had the one I dipped in gravy, my boy.
I had it with a friend of mine that was like real passionate about some shit. And long story short, he was just giving me like all kind of strong energy and was like leaving our group chats and shit like that. And then he's like making his long ass status on Facebook and shit. So I liked it to be petty and shit because I wanted nigga to know that I seen it. But because of my ilk, once you get to making statuses on Facebook, it's like our friendship, it take a whole different turn and shit.
You talking about your back?
No, nigga.
You talking about his humongous ass back.
That shit take a whole different turn. Like, if you my guy, you should be able to. If you really felt that strong about something, you should be able to talk to me about it and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
don't sub me and shit. Like talk to me about it.
Because I'm never subbing anybody in a relationship with. I'm never subbing a friend. Any of that, like, because I'm not gonna be scared to tell anybody how I feel and shit.
Facts.
I'm not gonna be like, all right, subbing you, and be like, niggas these days don't never want to pick up the phone.
Like, he just subbed me like 30 seconds later. I'm like, damn, my nigga, like you could have texted me, called me, whatever and shit. Like if we friends, we supposed to be way better than that. Like subbing a nigga, that shit kind of trash and shit.
Yeah, facts. So most definitely, always you gotta check your nigga if they doing some bullshit, they're not being a good father, or just say if they're not being a good fucking husband or boyfriend or whatever. Yeah, you most definitely gotta have a conversation with them niggas.
And sometimes
if not, that means you mad pussy.
And sometimes it don't even have to be.
And that's a character flaw in your movie.
Yeah, and sometimes it don't even have to be a person that you even know and shit. Like if you see a motherfucker out there like really getting down on a chick or some shit like that, like as a man, you gotta really speak up on shit like that. Cause it's shit like that. Like dudes that keep doing that shit and be thinking it's okay and shit. Like
what?
Like cussing a woman out in public and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been so many times we didn't intervene on shit, like on 12th Street. Like, when I used to work there and shit, like, chicks down there getting left after they just got flipped and shit. Like, this dude bust his baby mama in her shit. Like, just all kind of shit. We had to get on his ass. It's just like, nowadays, people don't hold people accountable for shit. And that's why a lot of the niggas be acting like girls and shit. Like, I be seeing niggas do some real girly shit lately. Like, fucking threatening to kill chicks and just all kind of like crazy ass shit. Like, where the niggas that y'all... I grew up with y'all, but I grew up with a whole bunch of older niggas too. That was just like, all right, fam, like that shit right there, like gay. You don't do no gay ass shit like that. Like calling the chick 1,000 times, texting her, threatening her and shit. Like I done seen niggas cuss out chicks' mamas and shit. Like, god damn, my nigga, like you doing all that extra gay shit. Like it's much easier for you to walk away from a situation and shit like that. And a lot of dudes be like supporting shit like that. I hate to see a dude support another dude like going hard on a chick and shit. Like that's the gayest shit in the world and shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh, facts.
Anybody else got anything to add to that passionate spiel there?
Hey man, niggas mind their business, man. Let niggas do what they gotta do. Get some badass advice and shit.
You just watching somebody just get hit. You just like, shit, I don't see anything.
I wonder what she did to deserve that.
Hell yeah.
She probably was talking bad about Giannis and shit. That was some wild shit. But nah, so on a more lighter topic and shit, boys ever I know Najee did this shit because he got a face for a nigga that be doing this shit. You ever buy you niggas ever buy cooch and shit?
Nah.
Nope.
Buy pussy and shit.
I'm gonna clear it up for you.
I was gonna say, hold on, go ahead, Rico. Say what you gotta say.
Because I think I know where you finna go with this. Every man that bought pussy before, and I'm gonna tell you why every man that bought pussy before. If you didn't put gas in your car to get to that girl car, to her house, you bought the pussy.
What if you already had gas?
You took a chick out on a date, you bought the pussy.
I hate that explanation.
That's
I disagree.
That's not really buying pussy though.
Only if you I can't even say the word specifically doing it to actually get the draw.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't agree with that because if you taking a chick on a date to get something more, something like actual intellectual connection. Right. Like if you taking her on a date to actually like, I'm just trying to take her on a date so I can fuck her and shit. And let me buying the vagina.
And that's exactly what I'm saying.
Because I want to tee up the conversation. Like, so what I want to talk about is the evolution of purchasing cooch and shit. And the evolution of that shit would be like, all like how Rico said, it's like weird ass guidelines. Some dudes say like, all right, if I take a chick out on a date like you just said, or dude, you doing courting, you courting a chick, dudes would be like, no, that's buying cooch because you had to pay the money to get to her. But the definition of what I say purchasing cooch is actually soliciting sex for money and shit. You know what I mean? And when I say soliciting, I mean knowing she has a price for the vagina. That's not what I was gonna say. You know what I mean?
was gonna say let's not necessarily like narrow it down to monetary value. Like any type of like money, services, motherfucking I would do this for you if you give me the ass and shit. Yeah. Right. Like shit like that. Like I give you this if you give me the ass and shit. That's all that is is buying vagina.
Hell yeah.
And
because you can barter for some pussy.
And I say it might be different for what type of nigga he is. So if it's me and another guy going like courting a girl to get pussy, if I can get the pussy right away, I'm just gonna take it to the bar. And so that's straight. But if the guy, he gotta do a lot more to get the pussy. Like, he gotta run errands for her. He gotta fuck around. He gotta get her hair done, her nails done, all that shit. I think that's buying pussy. Especially that's not.
Oh, absolutely.
Girl. Yeah, and that's why I say so. It's a separation between buying cooch and courting. So like, if you actually interested in the girl. You know what I mean? And you doing all of that just to become her dude, and you trying to build something actually with her and shit.
Sex is just a perk.
Hell yeah. But if your number one objective is to figure out how to get her in bed, and then you do it based on monetary type shit, but then that can become a great a tricky ass area.
Yeah,
you know?
because it can be like, I can take this chick out, and most of the time I'm taking a girl I want to fuck.
Right. And
so I'm gonna have to take. I might, if it's not the first day, I might have to take her on a couple of dates just to fuck.
Actually, I want to get away with that. I want to eliminate that shit. Because, like, I will say buying cooch is only monetary, buying gifts, exchanging for services. Like, if I tell you, yo, if it was a chick in here, but like, I'll fix all the shit in your crib. Like, give me some sex and shit. That's buying cooch. But if you take a chick out on a date or whatever, you think she bad, she got a fat ass, and you're like, all right, if I take her on a date and then I take her to the crib, I don't think that's buying sex.
So wait, let me ask you something. Do you feel like some of this shit can be like an unspoken rule? Like, you feel like you can buy the cooch without you even not saying nothing? Like, in a sense where, like, if you take a girl out on a date, do you feel like sometimes they automatically want to give it to you? Or
yeah, because most of the time before y'all even go on a date, she already like you based on your appearance and like your personality and all that shit. So prostitutes, they don't care about your personality. Okay. They don't care about, who you are as a person, but the chicks that you're doing.
So I think what Rico's saying is right. And I just think, so correct me if I'm wrong, Rico.
Okay.
So what Rico's saying is, based on the knowledge that you kicking, is will she give you the ass if you didn't take her on this date?
Oh. I don't know, probably not this shit.
But so you buying,
but that's exactly what I'm saying.
But no, what I'm saying is like, because you know how like they say chivalry and all that shit, like courting a woman, like it's natural things that women expect from men. Like, one, they expect to be courted, they expect for y'all to go on dates and all that shit. Right. So if that is a natural thing that has to happen in order for y'all to have sex, regardless, you know what I mean? Like, there's not going to be A, we talk, B, and then C, we just go to my house.
I know the perfect scenario. What's the perfect scenario? Valentine's Day, right?
Right.
You got the dude that's just go pull up on her, talk with her, woo, this, down, the third, right?
Yeah.
You got this dude over here, he got gifts, he got a plan in motion, they finna go somewhere. Who getting the pussy?
Wait. I mean, both can get the pussy though.
Yeah. No.
Why gotta be the nigga giving the gifts, Rico?
I'm not you.
He pointed.
I'm saying the scenario, right?
Yeah.
The scenario is you got this dude over here that don't got much.
Right.
He like, you can pull up on me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can pull up on me. Now this Valentine's Day, you can pull up on me. I can cook for us. Woo, this, down, the third. That's option A, right? Option B, the dude got all the gifts. And he got a plan in motion where you finna take her to this fire ass restaurant. Which dude getting the pussy and shit?
It just depends. It depends on the woman though. Cause like some chicks love that if they gonna be like, wait, you got your own place? They gonna automatically hear that. If he say cooking, they gonna be like, oh, you can cook too and shit. So he gonna be scoring hella points too. So technically,
I mean, both.
It depends on the woman.
And then what Dre was saying was, if you're exchanging for services, based on your definition, they both buying cooch and shit. You know what I mean?
Low-key.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, technically, because all that shit courting is still part of it. So it just has to be.
I guess this area is grayish.
Goddamn.
So like greater than I thought it was and shit. So let me just understand the spectrum, right? So the spectrum is from as simple as fixing somebody's sink and shit for some ass to outright, I'm gonna give you $30 for this head. Like that's the spectrum.
The spectrum can be it could be less than that. The spectrum can be I can give you an answer to this. Let's say you in school. I can give you an answer to this test in exchange for some dome.
I was just gonna say, what you mean? It's dudes out here exposing chicks out here sucking dick for weed and shit. Like
that's facts too.
It's.
I mean, but technically, weed is kind of. I don't know. Yeah. I guess okay. We good.
You know what I'm saying? But in some people defenses though, you know what I'm saying? Buying pussy is almost like their only option. And shit.
And we're only talking about this specific topic because we were we had seen a breaking story about the Robert Kraft shit. So Robert Kraft had got busted for purchasing cooch at a Will Fitness place. That's
I call conspiracy theory.
That's
like a massage.
Yeah, he was at a massage parlor place, but the massage parlor, I don't know if you guys ever. I know all these dudes in here watch porn and shit.
I love porn.
Absolutely,
porn is great,
and all of us are familiar with the happy ending and shit.
Oh, thanks.
Good old rubbing tub.
So Robert Kraft was pretty much asking for a happy ending, but he was buying cooch, and in our definition of buying cooch, or he would fit the actual, like, you know, what buying cooch is. I'm actually paying
a hard description.
Facts. The straight get to it. Like, here goes some money. Here go my dick.
and that's why I think we got to kind of eliminate the gray area and just stick with that. Like, are you purchasing prostitutes, hookers, and fucking who actually selling their cooch on the open market?
But my problem with that is.
We know who got some pussy in this group.
No. To shoot Kraft some bail and shit. He a single billionaire and shit. Like,
no, he's not single.
Yes,
his wife just died. Like,
his wife died, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah, his wife died.
He a single billionaire and shit.
Won a Super Bowl, so
you know what I'm saying? Like, he just litty out here and shit. Like, where in the country where a billionaire can't buy pussy and shit?
I'm saying, like, there's mad sites out here that he can just find girls on, because they got this site called I can't think of the name of the site.
Niggas out here buying virginities and shit.
Yeah, it's like a sugar baby site or whatever.
Did y'all see what they paying to buy virgins and shit? I read an article that a chick sold her virginity for like...
Yo, that's human trafficking, my guy.
No. It's a real thing.
This shit's so dark.
Yeah, damn.
No, it's a real thing.
Online looking for fucking virgins. www. Where do you find virgin cooches?
It was like a breaking story and shit. Like, it's adult women selling their virginities and shit to like all these millionaires and shit.
Yeah, that is
motherfuckers is out here paying like $1 million for a virginity and shit.
And that should be prostitution, like fucking.
How come that? I was just gonna say.
No, but I'm saying that should be illegal in the
shit.
States. So what it is like they have an agency. They set it up. They set it up and they get a percentage of the pay.
Right.
So that thing is real. I was like, what the hell? I should have sold my virginity a long time. I should have sold my virginity when I was
But that's
18.
my problem. If shit like that is legal, then why the fuck is they on Robert Kraft for paying $70 for some
otherwise,
shit?
well, I mean, I don't know if that's
because they can't tax on it and shit.
Nah, but because the only thing is, like, you know, some escorts, if they don't, because like they could say they can do everything besides like penetrate and shit, so they can, like, we can like go to balls and kiss and like touch and do all this wild shit.
Which would be a huge lie.
Hell yeah, they be getting fucked like crazy. Robert Kraft, old ass, be all on that shit.
Yeah.
So,
and my conspiracy theory is with that is they wouldn't have fucked with him if he wasn't with that jail reform shit.
No, they wouldn't have fucked with him. He was out here with these damn po niggas.
With these niggas.
Man, y'all about to bring me to the next topic and shit, because I'm about to say, why do we think out of all the times Robert Kraft had been buying cooch, this ain't his first time.
Hell no.
This nigga been buying cooch since 94.
Since the 70s.
Yeah. Since he got his first billion, he's buying pussy.
But why, soon as he gets his first dream chaser chain and shit, soon he get his dream chaser chain, he start hanging out with Cardi B and dancing with Cardi B and shit, and he's like helping prison reform with Meek Mills and all this shit.
See, I got another hot topic for that though.
Hold on. No, I'm just saying, like, he's doing all of these like weird pro left shit.
Yeah,
everything that the leftists want them to do. Like,
but he's straddling both lines though.
No, I know that's what I'm getting to. Like, he's a huge
Trump supporter. There we go.
He's conservative,
and he's a conservative. And like, he was leading the cause of like the
Colin Kaepernick shit, yeah.
So
collusion shit, yeah.
I'm thinking they started to see like, yo, what what the hell is going on with Robert Kraft out there dancing with Cardi B?
He's trying to secure that beat.
Hell yeah. And I just think the Illuminati just figured out like, oh, we gotta get this nigga the fuck out of here and shit. He's still going to the rubber tug and shit.
They starting to understand all it takes is if Robert Kraft was to slowly start changing everybody around him too and shit. Yeah. Everything else will just start changing and shit. And they like, well, we can't afford to have no change. Facts. Like, we can't afford to have the type of change that Kraft is like pursuing and shit. Because at the end of the day, he do straddle those lines like real finely and shit.
And think about this, like Robert Kraft is the ideal face of what the Conservative Party represents. Like a self-made billionaire, you know, that believes in, you know, taxes on, like low taxes on the rich. Like all of their plans is based on what Robert Kraft. So if they start having one of a prototype conservative face, start looking at like left type shit, they're gonna fucking try to destroy him and shit. Facts. And that's what it is, because he's been buying coots for way too long.
Hell yeah.
But he making it hot for
he probably bought pussy for the whole team and shit.
Yeah, and this crazy thing about that is, like, the jail reform thing, that's a Republican type of thing and shit, because they always try to lower the count of people in jail. Yeah. So that's a conservative thing, so I don't think it's a problem with that. I think the huge problem is with...
no, that's kind of like...
Yeah, I don't agree because
some Republicans they fuck with it, but some Republicans want to throw mad black people in jail.
It's not even that. It's most like major prisons are privately owned, so it's big business, and Republicans a lot of the time support big business. Yep. Yeah,
that's a huge point. So, I guess we're saying like he's being blackballed because he's blurring the lines in the political realm of left and right.
I believe they told him, "Hey, yo, bitch ass nigga, you choose one side and one side only." And then he got on stage with Cardi B to make his stance and shit.
That was his coming out party and shit.
He wore a championship.
Championship. You got a fat ass championship chain.
What was it? It was like a week later after that.
Hell yeah. But it was funny. Like when it first popped out, it was like he was a part of a human trafficking sting. And then like later on, it was like, oh, it's prostitution.
Yeah, they try to throw him in.
I thought the nigga was doing some super greasy shit.
This nigga
like
kidnapping little girls and shit.
No, I thought his ass was like on a boat, and he was like, I want that one. Like picking slave chicks.
Just buying refugee Cambodian asses.
That shit's well, this shit's not funny, but
it's funny a little bit.
Robert Kraft. I done lied to refugees, like, yo, give me those 6.
And it was funny because, like, last podcast, me and I we was watching, all of us was watching the NBA All-Star game, but, like, Meek Mills when they was doing the Meek Mills interview, Robert Kraft was, like, right next to him. I'm like, yo, when the hell did they become friends, and, like, why am I seeing them so much all the time together and shit? Yeah. And I say, don't ignore something that's in plain sight and shit.
Facts.
Like, if you keep seeing this certain thing happen over and over, like Meek Mill and Robert all the time, and he's just with the hip hop community out of nowhere and shit. Yeah. And then next you know, he get caught on some prostitution things and shit.
Yeah.
That shit has to connect somewhere.
Yo, and that's a story that we've seen over and over again. Because remember with Justin Bieber, he was hanging out with the hip hop crowd and shit, and he went through like the worst year ever in his life. Yeah.
I always think even too, it's when whites empower whites get in with like start doing black agenda shit.
Yeah.
They all get fucked over like
Facts.
JFK and shit.
Facts. Abe Lincoln
racist ass.
Yeah, he was racist.
Yeah. And
he was fucking slaves.
Hell yeah. His mom, I think,
his mom was half black.
Yeah, dad, one of them.
Yeah, one of them motherfuckers.
He was still fucking slaves.
Yeah, fuck dog.
Fuck dude,
getting them pregnant, all types of.
And it was a business decision why they did that.
Oh,
that's a whole nother time.
That's a whole nother
time. Hey, we woke though. I'm gonna say that shit. We woke as hell. We was trying not to have to talk about this guy again, but
hey man, let's keep this shit light.
It's gonna be light as hell. But the updates are Jesse is in fucking jail finally.
Yo, but it's an update. I just looking at some shit today that the check that he wrote towards like for the guys and shit. He wrote that for they say he wrote that for a personal trainer. Even though I'm like, yo, that's an easy lie. I can't lie about that easy as fuck.
Hell yeah. So we kind of sick of this shit. I just think the whole plan was terrible as hell. That plan by itself shows you why Empire ratings are down.
You know they're gonna get a little small spike in ratings. So
no, well, what I'm saying, that's not. I'm saying Empire as a show together, like, you know how they writing been terrible as hell, like people stopped watching that shit because it was like a sing-along at one point.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
that
I'm
just
saying
shows
it was
you-
popping when it was a sing-along. Now the shit's trash. It's too much drama in that shit now.
yeah, you focus on the wrong point. Well, my whole point is the writing on the show has been terrible since season 1 and shit. After season 1 was over, it's been garbage as hell. They transferred the trash writing that the show has been doing
To real life.
to real life. It's like, shit, we can't get people to believe it on the show, but shit, we could probably get people to believe it in real life and shit.
Yeah.
So,
And that's what they're saying now, yo. Some shit that we said a couple weeks ago and shit that there's some motherfuckers conspiracy.
Hey, yo, but
By
they
motherfucking what's the name?
But every
That's
time-
what they thinking.
every time something comes out, it changed. It changed everybody's mind. I mean, not the niggas that be like, yo, that nigga lying, but you know, like the people that's like gullible as fuck or that's easily impressionable.
yeah.
It's like something just came out today, like with the checks. They're like, oh, that shit might be real. So how quickly that opinion shift that he's innocent or guilty.
Nah.
That shit. No, I'm saying a lot of people that's like, you know, like I said, gullible as fuck. They believe that he's like, oh no, I don't think he could.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this one thing. Well, I'm gonna say these last two things before we get off this weak ass topic now.
Facts.
First thing is I'm gonna give Trey his props for him calling that shit about
He ain't called it out.
No.
Lee Daniels shit.
He said the Lee Daniels shit.
Oh yeah, okay.
He said this shit sound like a Lee Daniels script, and this shit do sound like something out of a Lee Daniels TV show.
And
facts.
pay attention to all Lee Daniels terrible ass fucking movies.
That's true.
Fucking what was that? Think Like a Man 2 might be one of the worst.
That's not Lee Daniels. That's Packer. That's Will Packer.
What was Lee Daniels?
Lee Daniels is Precious, Empire.
Precious was fire.
He was in that movie.
It was wasn't it 12?
No, all his movies was fire. I ain't gonna hold you.
And
Damn,
That movie with Halle Berry, that shit was fire too.
damn, nothing but
the second
He got nothing but heat.
the second one is
Facts.
the second one is a lot of y'all might not pay attention to the media shit like we do, but y'all gotta understand all this shit that they keep spinning is because I don't know if a lot of people notice he got I'm gonna call it an action team or something like that, like a cleanup team and shit. You know what I'm saying? He hired a cleanup team to clean up all of this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's gonna be. They gonna
So
say it's
all they doing is spinning everything in his favor and shit.
Yeah, they gonna
That
say,
won't work. There's too much evidence against his ass.
I know, but you know, like Nas just said with the whole little check thing and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They trying to sway the stupid people and shit.
no, they gonna blame it on his mental health.
Yeah, they gonna say he mentally retarded or some shit.
He gonna get on drugs. He gonna go back to rehab, and he gonna write a tell-all book on why he lied.
Yeah, that's all they go. He gonna say he snort. He gonna snort. Yeah, bro.
He gonna get back in people's favor.
And he finna get paid like hell.
Oh,
writing a
facts.
whole book on like, let me tell y'all what happened that day.
Fast, because niggas don't want to.
And then he gonna go to Oprah or some
So
shit
I'ma
like
read
that.
shit.
He gonna have a 1-on-1 with Steve Harvey or Oprah or one of them big ass or Ellen or somebody and shit.
Yeah.
He gonna
gotta
tell
get
it.
paid
He
like
gonna
hell.
tell everybody he had a bad batch of coke or some shit like that, and
Yeah,
he just
exactly.
started wilding
Shit,
out.
He don't even gotta say that. He can just take the L and then spin that whole shit. He can be
Facts.
like, all right, fuck it. I lied.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you, but I did get my ass whooped that night.
Yep.
And there's a whole book that I'm about to drop to tell you what y'all really happened.
Facts.
Because niggas gonna read that shit.
Facts.
He could actually come out with a TV show about that shit.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
He can make it a 6-part series and shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
facts.
the way the scandal's popping, he probably could.
No,
That
that's
shit
what I'm
might
saying.
work out,
That's why
Right time to fuck around by that
That's
shit.
saying.
Scandal, but
we gonna buy
listen,
that shit like
this
fuck.
Keep your eyes open for
this
that
is
action
all
team.
If Chicago take that shit for what it is, if they actually like get this nigga off on it, like if he don't get that fucking mental instability shit off,
Yeah.
Chicago trying to get this nigga.
Yo, you know what I had found out that I didn't know? Like, he would have been scot free if it wasn't for the letter and shit.
yeah,
Facts.
The letter made it a federal crime and
made it
shit.
federal.
I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
And he would have been scot
That's
free.
you know what that is true.
Shit though.
That's a big ass lesson in this that I didn't even think about and shit.
don't lie.
It did not even that. I didn't know that the smallest part of the whole crime was the biggest part of shit.
Hell yeah. And that's why the lawyers right now are trying to prove that he didn't write the letter and shit. 'Cause they like, if we can prove that this letter didn't come from, like, this the only part of the story that was real and he
He
used
getting
that
hit
shit.
with a misdemeanor.
Hell yeah, he'll be good to come up with that book and be straight and shit.
Go ahead. Hell
But
yeah.
we gonna move past that bullshit and on to another doc series. Because that Justice Smollett shit will be a doc series.
Oh, absolutely. Give it 3 years.
I don't know if did you boys see that weak ass Michael Jackson doc series that's supposed to be coming on HBO?
Yes, I seen that. I seen that bullshit. That shit And I didn't watch it all the way fully through because I was like, I already know it's gonna be some bullshit, especially when they don't have any of like Michael Jackson people talking about it. So like the R. Kelly doc, they had like the people that was involved with his day-to-day life and shit. This is like a one-sided ass documentary.
Hell yeah. And I was telling Rico, because Rico was saying like we should probably watch that shit to like give our take on it.
And I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
we might.
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm not watching that shit because I can't support how they're turning all of our top black entertainers into like quick money making schemes of like ruining their legacy, but also accuse them on some shit they already went to court for and was like proven, innocent of and shit.
Yep.
And especially when I watched that shit, I'm like, bro, y'all two fucking dudes already lied in court or said he didn't do anything in court.
Facts.
So you mean to tell me now that there isn't a legal team battling you, Michael Jackson's already dead and shit, you can just come up with this shit and then everybody can switch and say, we done with Michael Jackson and he's canceled as well and shit? I say the hell with all that bullshit.
And isn't that perjury? Well, I know you can't like go back to court. That double jeopardy shit. That shit. I'm like, yo,
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it like I was telling Trey and them in our group chat. I watch documentaries to get a better understanding about shit that I didn't know. I like to go into a documentary not knowing the shit that I don't know and shit. Cause I know a lot of shit already about I know a lot of shit already about Michael Jackson.
No, you don't.
I want to know all of the other
and
grimy shit. Like I want to know and make that judgment for myself.
But no, what I'm saying, what you're not realizing is that whole shit it wants you to look at it from a grimy perspective and shit. See, that shit wants you to look at it.
And that's the thing, right? So I'm not watching it for that. I'm watching it more or less to kind of debunk the shit, right? So it's like I want to see like where these niggas finna just outright lie and shit and fuck up their motherfucking what's the name and shit. I mean, and this shit is interesting, yo.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's what's popping. Like I said, I've been saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. R. Kelly is a musical goat, yo, but the nigga's a creep.
All right,
so
man.
I wanted to see. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. So the nigga's a creep. So I just wanted to see the shit. They kind of like, all right, see where this shit finna go. These niggas finna jack. And apparently they did. That niggas in the creep. But,
but it was way more victims and shit. And it was an actual tape on this nigga.
And it's another tape of this nigga. Hey, yo, I was on Twitter, right? I guess a lawyer that's like pretty much is trying to dig this nigga underneath a whole bunch of jail cells. Yo, they had screenshots of him in the video. Yeah. You see his face. I'm like, yo, that's him for real.
Yeah, bro.
No, that's not even to talk about the R. Kelly shit. I'm just saying that nigga's sick. Not even talking about
I agree with what you said.
I just want to like. It's interesting to see like the actual take that they're going to, the route they're going to take to try to prove this nigga as like guilty of this heinous ass crime.
My main beef. Whoa. My main beef with this whole shit is I can't give these type of doc series any more power than they have because there's gonna be more and more stars to get more and more black legends to start to get accused of shit.
They gonna fuck around and have one about Jay-Z and shit.
Jay-Z, Drake, Chris Brown. They can start rehashing allegations and start dropping doc series and sway the public to believe like I can get enough people to believe that Usher was out here giving everybody.
You honestly think it's only gonna be black celebrities?
And I was just finna go with that. Yeah. I just said that in the group chat. Netflix got a slew of motherfucking murder tapes and shit like that.
They're not as popular as the R. Kelly.
But that's what I was finna say though.
Because that's something different. Like comparing like niggas who already have a negative perception and shit compared to niggas who have positive perceptions and they trying to put a negative light on them is different.
Yeah.
So Netflix got a bunch of shit of niggas hate these niggas already and shit.
Right.
Niggas didn't hate R. Kelly. I mean, motherfuckers knew the nigga was like creepy and shit.
Yeah.
But they like niggas don't hate Michael Jackson. Actually, Michael Jackson probably one of the most beloved celebrities in the history of music and shit. But I'm agreeing with you on that shit. But I don't think it's gonna be all like I think this doc series shit and like shining negative lights on people is gonna be big. I don't think it's gonna be like directly towards African American.
Only why I say
that
and shit. Now, because like
I hate African American.
The last
shit, cut that shit off.
The last
word African American so fucking much.
But I'm saying the last two major doc series have been like causing the most uproar. It hasn't been it's been Michael Jackson or R. Kelly Firefest. Firefest was just a festival by itself on some random.
But you know another simple solution on why it's not that many white docs.
Why?
Because black people not making them. Every documentary you just said is basically produced by a white person,
and that's why you shouldn't support this.
Well, not
bullshit.
the R. Kelly one. That's what's with black people.
Yeah, that was black people. And no, but the shit you just said, black people, even if they produce it, the network that it's on is
yeah.
shit. But like, they're not rushing to make a doc series on Elvis Presley and how to ruin his shit. They're not rushing to make a doc series on the Beatles, and because I heard the Beatles was on some fuck shit too. They only rushing to do.
But you don't think
Black Stars.
But you don't think it's gonna come out?
Nah,
not at all. So you don't think they're gonna? Here's what I'm saying. It won't come out on the stage like how these are coming out. This is an HBO special. That Lifetime shit was a mega fucking. They was promoting the fuck out of that doc series. Like I've never seen a doc series be that promoted.
Okay, so here go the difference between the two and shit. The only I get exactly what you're saying, and I'm gonna tell you why I agree to a certain degree and shit. Paid and non-paid and shit.
All right.
HBO is paid, so people go pay to see that documentary and shit. Non-paid. R. Kelly shit was on Lifetime. That shit is free. You already get that shit free already.
Hey, yo, it's the internet age. I don't know nobody's paying for none of this shit.
And
Lifetime,
that's not even the point. The point is like the amount of advertising that they're doing for these black doc series versus like you said, there's a slew of Netflix doc series on white people. Are you hearing about any of those musical doc series you only hearing about the fucking white murderers.
I was just gonna say I'm not hearing about any musical people. All I'm hearing about is white murderers and shit.
Why the fuck? White murderers. Who cares about their legacy? But they was already known to be murderers. Are you hearing about any of their entertainers or their actors or any of that shit?
No. I can be honest with you and say no.
Who are you hearing about? Oh, I'm hearing about R. Kelly,
Ted Bundy.
I'm not talking about for blacks.
Oh yeah.
R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby. They're gonna be a dossier to come out on Mike Tyson. I'm pretty certain about that.
It's gonna be one on Bill in a second and shit.
And y'all don't think it's gonna be one on Harvey Weinstein? Like,
wait. That's the only one. That's exactly where I was finna go.
And that's another fucking point. Why the fuck are we going to Michael Jackson and R. Kelly? Harvey Weinstein has been doing that. They say he's been doing this shit the longest.
But you want to know why? I think I got an answer.
That's what I'm saying.
I think I got an answer for Harvey Weinstein.
Why he did that to you and you good now?
Trey said he touched my balls. I think because they don't have any video evidence of him actually doing.
Oh no, you absolutely wrong. They got mad video and voice recordings of Harvey Weinstein and shit. They
but
got
way more. They got no video evidence on
fucking plenty shit on.
No. I was comparing him to R. Kelly and shit.
But I'm saying Michael Jackson though. And Harvey ain't even beat this shit in court. That's like this nigga's in there. And then what's that nigga named Pee Wee Herman and shit?
Yeah.
Nigga was masturbating over little girls in theaters and shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck is his shit?
And in Pee Wee Herman's defense, wasn't like a porno. Wasn't that? It was like a porn.
Yo, he was watching porn in a porn store.
It was mad niggas masturbating.
But yeah, it was not. He was the only nigga that bitch masturbating.
When they got caught.
No, I was thinking about Woody Allen though. He married his fucking cousin,
No. He married his daughter. His stepdaughter and shit.
His adopted daughter.
His adopted
that
daughter.
That shit's sick as hell. Elvis Presley. I'm just saying, I don't like how now the big rage in entertainment is to find, because I was even listening to the Brilliant Idiot. They was talking about Charlamagne said like a producer told him that they were looking for more black entertainers to find fuck shit they're about so they can drop these doc series and shit. So I'm like, I can't support that damn trend, especially our people. Like, we should be the ones like, all right, bro, I'm gonna leave Michael Jackson shit alone. Cause people can come out, with, I guess, Tupac and shit.
Yeah, but they've been trying to kill Mike and shit. Remember, what was that shit? That Return to Neverland, Never Ranch thing and shit, or whatever the fuck it was. And they said they would, goddamn. They said they went they found a secret room and it had a bunch of sick ass pictures and shit. And had little naked kids holding dead animals and all types of shit.
And that's what they gonna do. They gonna put all of that doc series shit that they got. that they had in the previous shit and try to sway the public's opinion like crazy and shit.
Hell yeah, because a lot of famous, because you got, like you said, Elvis Presley, Woody Allen, what's that guy that died? He had dated, his wife was young as hell.
And then
what's that dude that died from Rush Hour? I'm not Rush Hour, from Fast and Furious, a white dude.
Oh, Paul Walker.
Yeah, they say the girl, he dating her when she was 16.
Yeah. I just don't like the hype of just only targeting these black stars. Like if they was like, all right, we did the R. Kelly doc. All right, now let's do a doc about Charlie Sheen and shit. You know what I mean? Because Charlie Sheen was out here just giving spreading out HIV like it was.
I was just gonna say Charlie Sheen was giving motherfuckers AIDS and acting like it was candy.
They didn't even pull his shit off the air when he came on and said he had AIDS. None of that shit. It was just like, oh, that's Charlie Sheen for you. He's a hell of a guy.
Just because he got in front of it though.
No, I'm saying it was a chick that came out. When he first came out, because he tried to jump in front of, but she had said he had gave it to her, then he didn't tell her about it.
I remember that.
Hell yeah.
I think he lost that shit. Or he paid her off. He paid her some money. Yeah.
But and those stories just disappear and shit. But
like fuck yeah.
All you hear is about the black shit. That's why I really can't fuck with it. Shit pisses me off. But y'all let us know if are y'all supporting that Micheal Jackson doc series
and shit.
I'm most definitely not.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch shit out that shit, y'all. I'm gonna enjoy the fuck out that shit. I'm gonna get my flaming hot Doritos and a big ass Arizona fruit punch.
Bro, you know how we was saying like the money black with the money grabs and shit. This is a pure money grab.
Oh, facts.
And it's a money grab.
I agree with that.
And it's a money grab for HBO and for the two, because the two dudes. They're just pretty much saying whatever to get another bag, and then HBO saying fuck it, we gonna watch regardless and shit.
Fuck them two white dudes.
Yeah, fuck them niggas.
Technically, if they already sold it to HBO, they kind of already got their bag.
Yeah, they got their bag.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They got their bag once they agreed to do the damn documentary series and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So them niggas got their bag already.
Facts.
HBO gave them their bag. HBO trying to get their bag now.
Oh yeah.
Right. And then if they don't re-up on the bag, because they probably was like, all right, we promise you that you can probably get 3 to 4 million views off this doc series. If they don't hit those numbers, they gonna get one of them hoes for me and shit.
And you just realized what all those premium cable networks are doing now.
Yeah.
Because like what Showtime are doing, they doing it with the Deezus and Mero show. Like,
that shit's fire.
Yeah, that shit dope. What they doing is like they doing the $4.99. So as long as they getting that $5 out of like a million people that's gonna tune in, they good money and shit. Yeah. So it's most definitely a money grab.
And I guess we're asking the public, our black brethren, to fucking support us
and our sisters.
Sisters. But we're asking y'all to support us and boycotting that damn documentary. Me and Najee really. Because Rico said he cooling out for that shit.
I mean, it ain't cooling out. I just want to see. I want to see what a motherfucker got to say and shit.
They just say something. They just gonna say everything in the bad mouth.
They can play
they was showing on the little shit. I said they were showing little unseen videos of niggas in Micheal Jackson outfit dancing.
Bro, how about this shit? So
all I'm saying is if we all watched the R. Kelly doc, I don't think this one.
No, R. Kelly doc was way different.
Way different.
One, they had all of the victims. They had the fucking tape. They had the lawyers, his wife. They had all the
bodyguards, his brothers.
So what make y'all think? Hey, y'all do understand HBO is premium content, right? Yeah. So it's pretty much gonna be no holds barred. So they go show everything.
What they gotta show.
I'm saying, but
everything.
Did you see the trailer?
Not yet.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna tell you how the trailer. The trailer was. It was Micheal Jackson and shit. He was in the studio, and they first showed the little kids. They was playing around in this mansion and shit. And they was like, we thought everything was fun. It was like Disney World. And then the music stopped. It was like dum 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 until everything wasn't. And then they showed Micheal Jackson and shit. He was like, happy birthday. I love you. And then the music was like, dee, dee, dee.
Like somebody's about to die.
That shit sound like a horror movie.
Bro, that's how it is. That's how they paint it.
The screen got gray, and if it was a freeze frame with Micheal Jackson and a little boy, but the little boy, it was just like a picture of the little boy as a little kid, not with Michael. Little boy as a little kid, they wanted to drive home the point that, hey, look, you see that 5-year-old? Michael was raw dogging him.
Yo, if that's the motherfucking trailer.
That shit just gave me goosebumps and shit.
No, what I'm saying.
I might not want to see that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, when you see the trailer, I'm like, nobody want to see this bullshit.
Pissed, bro. It was like, he was like, yeah, we were hanging out with Michael. It was like Disney World until it wasn't. Yeah, that shit pissed me off like crazy.
Facts.
But
I gotta see this shit.
yeah, that shit's stupid as hell. And our last topic of the day, just so we can make sure we hit this shit, because it's a dope ass moment for black movies. It is Oscar week and shit.
Shout out to all the Oscar winners.
No shout out to all of them. Shout out to the black winner.
Yeah,
You right.
Shout out to
Niggas, the
Black
most
Panthers.
racist. Hey, shout out to all the Oscar winners, including the old white people.
Nah, fuck that. It's our month. Black History Month.
What, you wanted to see Shape of Water?
I make Black History every day.
You said, man, Brokeback Mountain, that shit should have won 5 Oscars.
Shape of Water shit. I would fell in love with that dolphin too. Shit.
I heard Shape of Water was hard. Though.
Bro, it was a lady talking fun of love with a dolphin.
Shit, a sea creature.
That shit sound like this movie called Split and shit.
But nah, Black Panther 1 is the first
Marvel movie. Yeah.
It's the first Marvel movie to ever win a Grammy. And the funny thing is, like, black people, we just dominate whenever we do anything.
First off, I don't think that whoever did that marketing plan around that movie needs the fattest bonus on earth.
They said the costume director won a Grammy too.
He should have. That shit was so culturally important to us as a whole, for us finally getting a black superhero that we can actually like look up to.
It was Africanized like crazy.
Yeah, like that's the only movie. That's literally the only movie I seen black people actually get dressed up for and shit.
Hell yeah.
I ain't never seen black people get dressed up for a movie a day in my life.
Hey yo, but it's dope though, because a lot of black people were winning. I'm just looking at the list right now.
That's what I'm saying and shit. That's like the black Oscars.
Yeah,
Regina King won for Best Supporting Actress.
Right.
Spike Lee just won some shit.
Speaking of, hold on, before we go on to that, yo, because we was talking about this a little bit earlier, yo, and I'm kind of tight about this shit, yo. How the fuck is Black Klansman a movie that Spike Lee won his Oscar in, bro? That shit ill. Spike Lee has fucking classics, and he got an Oscar for Black Klansman.
I think because of the climate.
Yeah, that's a dope ass point. And you know how like you know how they give out those honorary awards in NBA, like the MVP and shit. Like, you should have won this year, but they'll just give it to you the next year because it's like a collection of all your work, like what happened with James Harden and shit.
Right.
It's a similar shit. It's like, he just dropped another dope movie later in his lifetime and shit. And it's like, all right, bro, we can't ignore it.
Yeah, we finally gotta get this nigga one.
Yeah, especially because who knows how many
it's an okay movie.
Hey, but you know what? I just read a post.
It,
About Angela Bassett and shit, right?
wow.
I never knew that out of all them good ass roles she played, she never won an Oscar and shit.
Yeah.
She gonna get one.
She played hella people and shit. I don't think I ever seen a bad movie with Angela Bassett in it and shit.
I don't think Denzel ever won that.
No, Denzel won. He won for Training Day.
Oh yeah, he did win for Training Day.
Training Day my shit though. So
hell yeah.
He should have won one for
Training Day my shit.
American Gangster and Glory. And
hell
shit.
yeah.
Where he had to watch Glory and shit. That should be crazy.
Hell yeah.
But nah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think that's dope as hell, though. So that's a dope moment, though. But what's some of y'all top 5? Since we still
Hurricane was hard.
My shit Hitch. My shit The Woods.
Wait, hold on. So our top 5 black movies and shit.
My shit is Hitch, The Woods.
It's The Wood, my nigga. If you keep putting the S on the end of that, have some hard ass. I'm gonna have a hard ass right hand for you.
Yeah, let him get his 5 out, bro.
I'm up.
Man, just continue. Thank you.
The Woods.
What fucking creep ass porno movie is that?
What was the one where they all got married? Best Man.
Oh yeah,
that's number 3.
That's the order.
No, this is no.
Nah, I ain't putting my shit in order either and shit.
Fuck. Hitch 2. No,
Hitch 2. That's starting you and shit.
Yeah, damn, I don't even know. I ain't even thinking about it. Even though we talking about this earlier, I didn't even think about it.
I got mine and shit.
What's yours?
Hitch. Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. Menace to Society. The Wood. And my 5th one probably be a tie between
Coach Carter.
Friday and Don't Be a Menace to South Central. I drink your juice in the hood.
Okay, I got my list now. So I got Hitch. I got The Woods.
Yeah.
I got I got The Temptations. But I love the Temptation movie. That shit was litty. The 5.
I thought I seen a dog just running across
Yo, and the 5 Heartbeats. That shit was fire.
4.
And then my last one, that shit probably had to be fuck. I just had this shit.
Titanic.
I want to say Friends. I don't know, man. I'm toss up.
All right, what
Who
you got
finna say
Dre?
Roots and shit?
The Wood is definitely in my top 5.
The Woods.
The Wood. Coming to America. Life. I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. And I gotta go with like yeah, let me rename my 5 then. So The Wood, Life, Coming to America, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. And let's go.
That shit hard.
Training Day. I'll go Training Day.
Yeah. Mine would be similar too, because The Wood is fire. So I got The Wood, Hitch, I'm trying to think between Friday and Next Friday, because I love Next Friday too.
Yeah, that's just
Next Friday funny as hell. I got Next Friday, Best Man, and then no, don't cost a thing and shit. Nah, bullshit. No, House Party 2 though and shit.
oh shit.
House Party hard.
House Party 2, yeah.
Not even House Party 1.
Nah, I thought the House Party 2.
What I'm taking off for House Party 1. No, when the nigga was walking up the street in House Party 1, he was like, where you going to? He was like, where you from? He said, from a little town called Fresh Off of Cowsides. The daddy of House Party was hilarious.
Yeah.
I forgot the comedian name.
Hell yeah.
That nigga was a fool in that movie.
Yeah, but no, y'all should let us know y'all top 5 black movies of all time and shit. Leave us a comment on the places, Facebook, all that shit. We're just gonna wrap up
Episode 8.
Mackin Hangin Podcast, Episode 8. Make sure that you follow us on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube,
SoundCloud.
Facebook, SoundCloud, Instagram.
Instagram.
We need to get the Twitter popping.
Mackin Hangin Twitter.
Hanging. I keep saying it wrong.
Mackin
Hangin _ podcast.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
Hell yeah. So make sure you guys follow us. Make sure you keep commenting. The more comments we have on iTunes, the more we can rank higher. So we need you guys to, comment and do all that shit. Say your weird shit, Rico.
Make sure y'all interact with us.
Hey.
But before we get off, I seriously want to say congratulations to my brother Naj, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was like a real big moment and shit.
Yeah, I damn near cried 80 times.
Yeah, that shit's dope as hell, man.
I'll be crying.
Oh, yeah, y'all, and I got the best gift at the baby shower.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to mention that bullshit.
I ain't even lie.
He just shitted on me and me and Rico gifts.
I was ready to hit him in the head with a brick and shit.
I was questioning my friendship with these two niggas. I was like, man, do I really like Trey and Rico like that?
Is Dre now the Godfather? Especially when he read that, they was reading that letter and it was just like, and I hope one day I'll show you how to dance.
All right, so backstory and shit. Before we get off, I was trying to be the smart, nice dude and just go like off the registry and shit. So I went and just bought some shit that was off the registry.
Oh no, fuck that registry.
I thought spending the bread was gonna amount to my gift, like being fly as fuck
that
and
nigga
shit.
Jay made it be known he wasn't fucking with that registry.
Yeah, so this nigga Dre try to get in his little creative bag. Well, I ain't gonna even say try. He did and shit.
Hold on, he gave this nigga a custom book, fucking custom book, and he made him read that shit to the whole damn family and shit.
It was plenty crying and shit.
And I can't even read that good, and I read that good that first time ever in my life.
I'm like, yo, and he was like, he wrote that shit with like a fucking feather and like ink and shit. Said, my dearest Dolores.
My dearest Dolores.
Hell yeah.
Let's get out of here though.
Yeah, that's gonna wrap up Mackin Hangin Podcast. Stay tuned for the episode 9 coming next week. We're gonna keep rolling, keep going. We out.
Dropping this lyrical crack. Peace out.
Dre way.